Okay, so last weekend it was my girl's birthday, right? And so we have been planning this event. Like, when I tell y'all, we have been planning this event probably for like a good like 2 weeks or whatever. And my girl was like really excited. So me and Darla, who's my best friend, and if you follow me on any social media, you know who I'm talking about. So her birthday was actually the day of the night we went out. So we're super excited. And yeah, a bunch of fuckery happened. So if you want to hear about this complete fuckery that happened to me last weekend at the club in Nashville, keep on watching this video. Okay, so first of all, let me just say that so I live in downtown Nashville. We went to this club in downtown Nashville. And if you know anything about more of the hip hop scene in downtown Nashville, there's really not a whole lot to choose from. But we had decided to kind of go to this club that's like an oldie but a goodie, you know? So haven't been in a really long time. Last time I went was like I haven't been in the entire 2018. So, actually I'm lying. I went there the day before New Year's Eve last year. Anyways, we went there because my girl Darla wanted to smoke hookah and chill out, and she wanted a booth because she's bougie. So she was like, if I go to the club, I'm getting a booth. I'm not going to be standing around on my birthday, which I feel her because I'm bougie too. So we invite our friends, and so we're like, okay, we got this booth. So we're gonna go to the booth and sit and drink and smoke shisha, okay? The fucking begins. No, the fuckery began Friday night when I called to confirm the booth rental, and they were like, oh, you don't even have to rent it. All you have to do is just show up, sit down at a booth, and make your minimum spending limit per hour. So I'm like, okay, cool. So we get to the club, and for some reason the line is like crazy long, and I'm like, what the fuck, is Drake in the damn club? I've never seen so many fucking people standing in one room. Like, it was horrible. My anxiety was through the roof. So I'm like, okay, there's no booths available. Great. So we go over to this waitress and we're like, hey, is anybody gonna get up soon? You know, we were told we had a booth at 11. Oh, no. There's nothing available. They cut the club in half because there's 2 different rooms. So that's why there was no booths, because it was more people in just the front part of the club than normal. It's normally not that many people, which is why there were no booths, okay? So there's where the fuckery starts. Anyways, so this waitress is like, nah, there's no booths, but what you can do is you can find somebody who's sitting at a booth for maybe only 2 or 3 people and ask them, can you sit with them and split the hourly costs. You have to spend $75 per hour to maintain the booth all night. And so this waitress was telling us, or ask someone that has a small amount of people in their section, can you sit with them? And then maybe y'all can work out a split or whatever. And so that's not really me. I don't really like scavenging for bits, and but it was Darla's birthday, and I'm like, you know what, it's her birthday. I'm not gonna fucking be a bougie princess. I'm just gonna do whatever she wants to do because she wants to sit at a fucking booth and smoke hookah. Okay. So we find these guys, and what's funny is that we found this booth of I think it was 2 guys when we originally found them, and then I think maybe another guy had walked up. Okay. Yeah. We sit down, we ask these guys, we're like, hey, I told him, I was like, hey, it's my sister's birthday, and they sold her booth or whatever. They weren't able to have it reserved for her, and we planned on this, and we just want to know if we can sit with you guys. Mind you, let me enter in some details here. Detail number 1. This is a huge booth of 3 dudes, and they're just standing all around each other. All of them are just standing in a weird half moon circle, just standing there. Number 2, there were no bitches in their section. Number 3, me and Darla were looking fine. I'm gonna insert a picture because we was looking fine. Okay, so you're lucky that we even approached you, because one of the dudes had on a jean jacket and jeans. He just looked like a throwback from 2004. Anyways, so They're like, yeah, y'all can sit down. Y'all look good. Y'all are fine. You can sit down, like, duh. So we sit down, and then it's like as soon as we sat down, it was like, disclaimer, y'all can sit here, but y'all can't bring no dudes. Okay. So me and Darla sit down, and they're like very persistent, like, do y'all have other females coming with y'all? And we're lying. We're like, yeah. Do you have dudes coming with y'all? No. Just lying through our teeth. So we sit down, and right away, Darla starts contacting like her boy to like see where he is, because I mean, it's cool that we're sitting down right now, but eventually we know we have to make a game plan to leave, because they're talking crazy, talking about, oh, y'all can't bring no dudes to our section or whatever, which if we're making that hourly payment, it really shouldn't even matter, but whatever. Niggas be tripping out here these days. I don't know. So then the dude that was sitting to my left, so like we were sitting in the back of the booth, and it was like a sectional. So there was a guy standing on Darla's right and my right, and there was a dude sitting on my left, and I was kind of in the middle of everybody. And then there was another guy standing at the very front of the booth, and he looked like a security guard or something. Like, it was really weird. That was the guy that had on the jeans with the buttons and stuff on his jean jacket. Okay, so the guy on my left, and we're just gonna get into it. So the guy on my left, he starts talking to me. He's like, yo, you fine, man. Where you from? Da, da, da. And I'm like, you know what's funny is that normally I get like really anxious, and I start like freaking out a little bit when dudes try to like come at me and stuff. And I'm like, I have a boyfriend, or I'll be like, oh, I'm a lesbian. This is my girlfriend. You know, I used to do those whole things. Every girl does that. Has lied and told dudes she's a lesbian, or she got a man in the club trying to like avoid a dude. Don't care what you say. You've done it. You've done it. You know you have. So the guy's coming on to me. He's coming on to me like fairly aggressively. He's just like, yo, you're fine. Where you from? And I'm like, going from here. And he's like, okay, bet, yeah. Can I get your number? No. And I smiled just like that. Not even trying to be a bitch. Not even trying to just be like, no. Like, first of all, it's way too many fucking people in this club. My anxiety's through the roof. Like, I freaking am only doing this for Darla. And you're trying to come on to me? And he was not cute, y'all. Like, he looked like Meek Mill. Sorry if y'all think Meek Mill is attractive, but he's just not my type. He just looked like a fuckboy. We all know what fuckboys look like, okay? He looked like he had been taking a couple L's so far in 2018. And I wasn't feeling it. But even, it doesn't matter. Even if he was like the finest man in the world, like if I say no means no. Like, it really does. So I want to say he asked me for my number a couple more times. And I was starting to feel really irritated. And that, like I said, that normally isn't me. I'm such a social, friendly person. Like, normally I don't really get irritated like that. But I was getting so irritated at this nigga because he just like wasn't letting up. And he was like, yo, let me get your phone. Yeah, yours. I can put my number on your phone, you know? And I'm like, nah, I'm good. No explanation offered. I didn't say because I got a man. I didn't say because I'm gay. I just was like, nah, no. So then he proceeds to look at me and say, yo, first of all, my boy plays for the Titans. He's an NFL player, you know? No way. What are the odds that your boy, who's standing there in the FUBU jean jacket outfit, would be a Titans player? That's so crazy, because the Tennessee Titans are based out of Tennessee, Nashville, Tennessee, and we're in Nashville, Tennessee. So it's outrageous that you would know someone who's a Titans player, right? This is sarcasm in case y'all can't tell. I don't give a fuck. Like, there are Titans players everywhere. Like, everybody knows a Titans player. It's Tennessee. Like, and they're not even a high-ranking team. I would not even be bragging about being a Titan. Like, boy, brag about being a Laker, okay? And yes, I know that's basketball, not football. Brag about being, like, on the Celtics. And yes, I know that's basketball, not football. Brag about being, like, a Super Bowl champion or something like that. And even then, like, boy, And you're trying to get me to like come on to you by telling me that your boy is a Titans player, the guy with no style, the jean jacket guy. I was just overwhelmingly irritated. And then when he said that, it actually pissed me off, because now I'm like, nah, you got me fucked up if you think that that's gonna impress me. Like, who do you think you're talking to? Some bitch that works at, okay, let me not even go there. But anyways, that shit pissed me off. That shit offended me. So I was starting to get a little bit irritated. And so before the guy who pissed me off or whatever, he was telling me and Darla, who at this point, Darla's like checked out. She's like not even listening, right? She's like texting, trying to get our next move together. She was just like not even feeling this shit. But so before the guy had pissed me off, they were like, oh, you guys can sit with us. And they had ordered bottles. So they had ordered a bottle of vodka and a bottle of Hennessy. And me and Darla just ordered like a mixer. So I ordered like a sugar-free Red Bull, and she had like a cranberry or something. Mind you, we're at a booth, so you don't pay for your shit individually. It just tabs onto the booth. It's tab. Okay, keep that in mind. So when the guy like originally was talking to me, he was like, y'all can have whatever we got, because we got Henny and we got bottles of vodka, you know. And I'm like, okay, cool. So I made myself a drink right away because I'm stressed out after waiting in that line and walking through this mob of people. So fast forward, the guy's totally offending me by trying to get me to like it on with him, because his boy's a Titans player who was standing at the front of the club looking like somebody's fucking out of style bodyguard or something like that. So then the guy at this point, I realize, is belligerently drunk. So he starts snatching at my phone, because he's like trying to put my number in his phone, trying to add himself on my Snapchat, like just being super belligerently fucking drunk. And it pissed me off so bad that I literally looked at Darla and I was like, I'm ready to go. And she was like, word. Her boy's outside, so we're like, yeah, we're about to go ahead and jump ship, because they done already told us KO niggas come to their section, so really we had to leave anyways, you know what I'm saying? So the guy snatches my phone out of my hand. So at that point, I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna cause a scene because I'm too fucking classy for that. But as soon as he gives me back my phone, I'm gonna leave. Because at this point, he's like disrespecting me. You coming at me so hard. I've already told you no. He's like, you trying to come to the hotel with us later? No. Yo, you trying to give me your number? No. Yo, you trying to have me on Snapchat? Oh, wait, what, eh? Nah, I'm good. Like, I'm just chilling. And I kept saying it over and over again, but he wasn't really getting my hint, you know? So anyways, he snatches my phone from me, and then it's when I'm plotting in my head, right? I'm like, okay, we finna bounce, because he is done lost his ever loving mind, and I don't know if he's just not dealing with rejection, force my number in his phone and shit like that, which doesn't matter, because nigga, if I don't want to talk to you, even if you have my phone number, all I'm gonna do is not answer. Yeah, he stole my phone and he added me on Snapchat, and I have so many Snapchat followers that I don't even know who he is, so he's probably stalking me every single day, looking at my every move. But to end the night, since he kept coming at me, oh my gosh, and then I forgot to say this, like, then he actually starts grabbing me, like trying to get me to dance with him, and I was like, no, I'm good. And that's when I literally got loud for just a second. I was like, I'm good. Yo, you're not my man, okay? Don't be touching all of me. Don't be grabbing all of me. Who the fuck you think you are, bro? You Mickey Mill looking ass nigga, like, no, bruh. No. Go take your L's somewhere else. It's like fucking 150 girls in this club. Go find somebody else. So, we drank up all the Hennessy and then we left. Yeah, I live in my truth. I don't care. I had like 5 more drinks, and then I told him I was going to the bathroom and that Darla was coming with me, and then we left the club. Yeah, we drank for free that night, and then we dipped. So the moral of the story is, ladies, don't let nobody intimidate you into doing anything you don't want to do, and don't let nobody make you think you gotta have an excuse to tell a guy, nah, ain't feeling it, nah. And number 2 moral of this story is, girl, pay for your booth online. And if a nigga make you mad, drink up all his Hennessy and leave.